All right, Gerard, thank you. We'll keeping track of that. The pandemic has affected pretty much everything about our daily lives, especially true for residents at nursing homes, assisted living facilities, retirement homes, like Tallgrass Creek in Overland Park. Last year, we introduced you to Karen Cox. She hosted an in-house talk show called 1851 Studio Chat.
But it did, and I jumped on it almost without thinking. It just was automatic. Oh, I can do that. I would like to do a talk show.
Oh, we had such a great time. As with most everything else in our lives, Karen can't host that show like she usually does right now because of social distancing concerns.
We were so glad to be on Karen's show last year. She came and joined us in the studio, and now she joins us live via Zoom. Karen, it's so nice to see you this morning. Thank you so much for being with us and taking some time out.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
It's just so nice to hear Karen's voice. So, Karen, what has life been like since families haven't been able to visit for the last couple of months?
Well, residents figure out ways, and some are having dinner every night by Zoom with their families. And a resident on my hallway had a birthday, and he had a cake, and through social media was able to share his cake cutting experience with the family. And we use the phone a lot, computers, any way to contact.
Of the mail delivery system. Tell us more about the mail delivery, because this is something different that's going on now at Tallgrass Creek. What's that like?
It's great for the residents. The staff here is amazing, and they receive the mail, sort it, and deliver it right to our door. You don't even have to go downstairs for it. They actually don't want us to, so they're doing everything for us. This retirement community is just amazing.
Well, and we also, Karen, we had some video of Memorial Day too. I think there was a sing-along that you guys did on your balconies to sing the national anthem as you stepped outside. I think that was around Memorial Day.
That was before Memorial Day, and a resident suggested we do a patriotic sing-along, and so right away the staff worked it out, and we were all able to participate in that. It was great fun.
Karen, I got to imagine that a lot of the residents have memories growing up or heard from their parents or their grandparents about what life was like in other hard times, either during the war or the previous pandemic 100 years ago. Do people talk about that, or any message you want people at home to know?
Well, I remember the polio epidemic myself. My brother had polio, and it was very much the same. We had to isolate. The pools were closed and did not mingle, and we all made it through. So we just need to take this a day at a time and be grateful for what we have, and especially here at Tallgrass Creek Retirement Community. Oh my goodness, they're just doing everything for us. And again, a positive attitude. Think of things you can be grateful for every day.
Always good to hear, especially right now from Karen, I believe retired nurse, right? Retired nurse anesthetist. So you absolutely have a history in the medical field in your life. I want to ask you about your show before we let you go, because we showed a clip of it there before we started our interview. Lindsay and I, so glad to be on that show with you last year. I understand you're not able to do the show right now just because of the constraints of the pandemic and being around other people with the production values. What's the future look like for 1851 Studio Chat?
Well, we're going to be doing it again someday. And right now I'm putting together in my mind the first show that I want to do, and it's going to be on connections. Because as anywhere you go, if you talk to someone long enough, you're going to make a connection. And the connections here at Tallgrass is amazing.
Well, I know
the blessing of technology, right? I mean, what would this be like right now if we didn't have all this?
Absolutely.
Oh,
and I know people there are looking forward to the show coming back. Karen, we really, Lindsay and I, so excited to hear your voice, see your face, and know that you're doing well. Please send our best to everyone there at Tallgrass Creek. We're glad to have you here.
Well, thank you, and I sure will.
Absolutely. Thanks, Karen.
Thank you, Karen. Hey, we want to hear more stories like these. If you see somebody doing good in your community, finding amazing ways to stay connected, anything like that, tell us on social media. Make sure you use the hashtag WeSeeYouKSHB so we can find it and we can share it with everyone else.